A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the Friday night edition of the show. It's the last one for the week. It's been a very good week. But we're happy it's the last day of the week because tomorrow there won't be Sports Tonight. There won't be Sports Tonight on Sunday. The next time you'll see us after today will be Monday. All right? So this show promises to be exciting because we have to put you in the mood for the excitement that we expect will be happening over the weekend. My name is Tony Bitoye. Thank you so much for the opportunity to join up with you. It's a very unique opportunity. We will make the best of it. All right. It's a Friday, remember. We will be talking chess towards the end of the show. Tunde Ogunshiko has a whole lot to talk to us about. Chess, of course, you know, Tunde's forte is usually grassroots. So there will be a lot of stories around chess in schools. And of course, some slides of chess on the international scene. Everything that you need to know. So if you are a lover of chess, a lot of you send us messages on Twitter. Please stick around. Tunde Ogunshiko has a lot to talk about tonight for you on Sports Tonight. Well, but before we get to Tunde Ogunshiko, we're doing it very differently today. It's a very loaded package. It's what they call firing on all cylinders, like 4 cylinders now, because we're just ready to roll tonight. But let me just quickly introduce to you my partners. They will be with me for most of the show. Let me introduce the gentlemen from my immediate tribe, because this weekend is a very loaded one. 4 Nigerian clubs will be on duty. The search for continental honors, and so all 4 of us are pushing, all right, for the 4 clubs, so that it will be 4 out of 4 at the end of the week for Nigeria. Joseph Mukuzi is on the show tonight. Joseph, we're happy to have you on Sports Tonight. Always a pleasure. Yeah, I won't tell them what club you are standing in for. Alfred, it's difficult to hide his own, but Alfred Okolige is with us on the program tonight. I'm surprised that Alfred is still around because Enugu is already buzzing with life.
Tomorrow is...
you are taking off.
Tomorrow there's time enough for you to make it.
Enough time for you to eat Enugu. And of course, Wale Adigun is also with us on the program tonight. Wale, good to have you join us on Sports Tonight. It's a massive week. Massive weekend, let me say it that way, for our clubs. Well, the teams in the CAF Confederations Cup, it's wrong to assume that they are the ones that have a problem. All games, all the 4 teams have some work to do if they want to make it through, starting with Rangers, who are playing on Sunday. Interestingly, all the clubs are playing on Sunday, if I'm correct. Yeah. All will be playing on Sunday. Rangers will be playing in Enugu on Sunday. Wiki Tourists will be playing in Bauchi on Sunday. Hopefully, in the second part of the show, we'll be talking to the media officer of Wiki Tourists so that they can assure us, because a lot of people believe that Wiki are the only ones that have a bow-legged this thing, you know, when you know, but they are going to assure us on the program tonight that they will scale through. It's going to be difficult, but we have to believe. All right. We'll talk about Rivers United. We'll talk about Ifeanyi Uba, who are already in Egypt, as well on the program tonight. So that's the setting, guys, for the show. Let's tell you what you need to do, because this show is not about the 4 of us on this side or when Tunde Ogunshiko comes on. It's about you. Without you, there's no Sports Tonight. And you know, Channels has mandated us to make sure that we interact with you, make it interactive. There's a lot of feedback, and that's why we want you to connect with us on the program tonight and engage with us on the show. In case you're watching for the first time, you've never watched Sports Tonight before, you're watching for the first time, it's simple what you need to do. Take advantage of what you see on your screen. Facebook, Twitter, those addresses, those handles are there for you to interact with us. All right, that's in case you are watching for the first time. But if you've been watching, you're a regular, you know what to do. All right, so please, let's make this very interactive, very enjoyable as much as we can. We also need to tell you that you can keep track of all that we're doing, all our top stories on Channels TV, on the website, www.channelstv.com. You can see it on your screen, and of course, on youtube.com/channelsweb. You can keep track of everything that's going on. If you click On that link, m.channeltv.com, you'll be able to view us on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry. You are connected straight to your home for the news. That's the award-winning Channels Television. And if you download the Channels app for Android, iOS, Windows from their respective stores, you've done the ultimate. Channels is right there at your fingertips, 247. And Channels is also very happy to have you here. And that's why we ask you that as you do all of this on the program tonight, tell us where your comments, your posts, your tweets are coming from so that we can appreciate you a lot more on Sports Tonight. Guys, let's quickly roll because there's a lot of grounds for us to cover tonight. Yeah, we started this week with the build-up to the CAF elections. It was, I mean, it's been a week where there's been a lot of stories around the CAF elections. It started with COSAFA last weekend endorsing Ahmad, the rival of Issa Hayatou, and then CAF, I mean, made a pronouncement that the president of COSAFA is trying to destabilize CAF, and it's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I think yesterday we also dealt with it here in Wale on the show.
He asked for an apology.
Yeah, he said they should apologize, and he confirmed to CAF that even the FIFA president is coming to be a part of it. So I think it's a little complex.
He says he's only inviting Infantino for his birthday.
Yeah, it's a little complex for that event not to hold anymore. Yeah, but you know, in the middle of all of this, there's a Nigerian interest because NFF President Pinnick Amaju is interested in getting on the seat of CAF. But let's start off with a story today. It broke this morning because Pinnick Amaju's main rival for that seat is a gentleman called Anjorin Musharraf. Interestingly, is a Nigerian who has become a Beninois. Yeah, so he's from Ogun State. Abeokuta and Ogun State. He says he's from Ogun State, but he's lived all his life in Benin, and he's a Beninois, and is representing Benin Republic in this one. Was on Nigerian radio station this morning talking about his rival, Amaju Pinnick, describing him as my small boy. All right, and that's the story on your screen. Picked from one of the football websites. It goes on and on and on to say that Nigeria has dominated the region for a long time. It's time for someone else to get in and have a feel. All right? In one breath, he says it is not good for you to dominate and be there for a long time. In another breath, he's supporting a man who is going for the 8th term. You know? But the most important thing is the way he talked about the NFF president and the fact that Nigeria cannot continue to bully everybody around the country. But maybe that was just the way we picked up his words. But guys, I'm sure this is been on social media all day. It's attracting attention and all that. But before we get to the reaction of the NFF president, let me get your thoughts very quickly. Alfred, you have followed Anjorin. Interestingly, the last Nigerian that wanted to get on the CAF seat, former NFF president Aminu Megiri, lost to him, to Anjorin. And at that time, the allegations were that Nigerians were working against Nigeria. You remember?
That's interest. Yes. The thing about Anjorin, I've had the opportunity of traveling to Port Novo. That's where the Federation House is in Benin Republic, and I think I interviewed him in his office, and he's been there for a while as the president. Though he's been having problems with the country's government in and out and all of that, but he's stayed there. And one thing I know about Anjorin is that he's a very, very close ally of the Nigerian who was in the former CAF and FIFA executive committee.
Dr. Amos Adamu.
Dr. Amos Adamu. Very close ally. Worked with him during Adamu's time and all of that. Now, but the problem I have with Anjorin, you know, in this news that just broke, is perhaps his choice of language. The way he went about it, I mean, it doesn't paint you in the right colors. We know that there are people who are in the system, especially when it comes to CAF, who have ensured that Issa Hayatou, since 1988, remains as CAF president. Now, the way it's going, these guys are the establishment as it were in CAF are no longer comfortable with these young guns who have come in. The abilities of Africa, the president of the Liberian Football Federation,
Zimbabwe,
the guys, these guys just coming together and everybody trying to make a statement and force a change in CAF. Some guys will not be comfortable and happy with that. Now, the likes of Musharraf in the corridors, these are the people who want to entrench all of that. I'm not particularly to say the least, pleased with his choice of language, calling president of Nigerian Football Federation my small boy and all of that. It doesn't paint him in good light. I think it's politics. This is politics. Yeah, but sometimes we should ensure that we know where the bounds stop and the way we conduct ourselves in all of this. Whether you like it or not, I can tell you that when Issa Hayatou goes, I'm sure he's not comfortable with the way things are going.